The first knock came at exactly 11:47 p.m. It wasn't loud. It wasn't urgent, just a soft, hesitant tapping that made the hair on my arms stand up. I crept to the peephole, no footsteps in the hall. No shadow under the door, nothing. I didn't open it. I told myself it was just the building settling, an old pipe, anything but what I feared it was. I didn't move then. My phone rang. The screen lit up with a number I had buried last year, both literally and figuratively. My heart hammered against my ribs. It was my brother's number. He died 6 months ago. I watched the phone vibrate on the table, the name glowing in the dark room. It had to be a system glitch, a cruel prank, a recycled number. That's what I told myself. I let it go to voicemail. A few seconds later, a text message came through. 3 words, "Why are you whispering?" My blood ran cold. I was completely alone in the apartment. I threw the phone across the room as if it were on fire. The next night, another knock, 11:47 p.m. on the dot. I ignored it. Another text came through. "I can hear you breathing, too. How? How was this possible? I hadn't told anyone, not a single soul. Where I had moved after the funeral, I needed answers. I needed proof that I wasn't losing my mind. I started digging through the box of his belongings I'd never had the strength to open. Tucked away in his old journal, I found a hospital report I'd never seen. He wasn't pronounced dead right away. There was a brief period, just a few minutes, where he woke up. Scrawled in the margins of his last entry were his final words. "You left before I could speak." My breath hitched. I had left the hospital room for just a moment to get a coffee. They told me he passed while I was gone. All this time, I thought he died alone. But he hadn't. He had woken up, and I wasn't there. The knocking started again, this time more insistent, more desperate. I stood frozen in front of the door, the journal clutched in my hand. He hadn't been trying to scare me, he was trying to talk to me. If someone you buried came back knocking on your door, would you open it to finally know the truth? What would you do? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to see what happens next.